all right. We should be live yet again here at the Hannibal show. Oh, for a second there, I thought I had a little bit of feedback, but no. Yeah, we should be live yet again at the Hannibal show, playing Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, and we're just gonna jump straight into meow meow to you too, kitty Katsky. Yes, the cat is of course seeking all the attention. I gave him a little bit of treat before the stream started. So he should be happy. For a little bit, at least. So we did start planning a new city. Yes, that's what we did. Did we finish it? I think maybe we did. No, we didn't. We need electricity and we need sewage and water into the new city. I kind of also would like to, because we're gonna need more stuff, right? We're gonna need more stuff for the Republic, the new city. And I'm not 100% sure how we would like to do it. Well, we're just going to have to wait until the bloody thing comes up. So we can see what we are actually doing. And can plan out from there. I was a little bit tired. You probably couldn't tell yesterday. Like, the weather is terrible. It's kind of like gray clouds and super warm. It's awful. Awful, I tell you. Alright, so this is what we did. Jirigrad is done. We have the new city planned out here. Which is basically just an advancement of this. Oh, yeah, that's right. We also made some more... we are making some more houses. Because we were... we were a little bit full. So hopefully this is not going to be too terrible with regards to the temperature. We'll try and keep an eye out on that. Also, what are we making? We are making fire trucks and covered halls. Why? Why are we making covered halls? That's a good question. Let's see here. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna rename this route. So, personal cars. Just so we kind of know what they are. And then we should have one vehicle here, right? Yeah, sell vehicles. So basically, it's just a vehicle going from here down to the custom house, which is here, and selling those vehicles that we are overproducing. Did we also... Yeah, we did make a little thing here. We should also theoretically do this, which means we need to have you in here. Gosh, I hate making cheat roads. And we're also going to be making that, and we're going to notify when that is built. Okay. Okay, we also have another issue here. For some reason, the middle mouse button stopped working. Nice, fine. It's fine. Construction is done. Oh, it's a house. Fantastic. We'll just keep you... Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We are removing some of the heating things. As we're going to be using all the heat from here to be delivered here instead. But I do see there is some issues here. So you're going to go in here. A second here. You're going to go here and then here. And we're going to do that with all of these. Just get the snapping points in there. And you. And you. It's always a little bit annoying making this during the winter. I guess it is what it is. It's fine. Okay, then you go up here. That is how those are gonna look. 18. It's the magical number here. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna need fire trucks, we're gonna need police trucks, we're gonna need a little bit of everything. I do also think we're gonna just start building one of you right away. We make that a little bit smaller. We have 230 buccarinos. And let's look at, what was it? Did we need have another issue? We have another issue. We need the more university space, I believe. So I think I'll just take a quick little page out of the Let's Play that I have on HanniballNOR's channel and just quickly cobble together a small party headquarters. We can also do a big party headquarters. Sometimes I wonder if it is a software issue that kind of makes the thing not working, or if it is actually a hardware thing that is making the middle mouse kind of glitch out like this. But yeah, small party headquarters, that's 80. Probably don't need more than this, right? Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna have to do something silly. Basically, best way of fixing the mouse is just press it multiple times in quick succession, and then now nothing works. Okay. Let me just check and see if there has been like any updates. Check for updates. So if you're curious, I'm using the Scimitar Scimitar mouse. Oh, doesn't it work? I think it is the little thing in the middle that kind of breaks sometimes. Can we please get it to work properly? Alright, that looks a little bit better. If not, I can use Alt to navigate around. Very, very frustrating. Okay, so back to the small headquarters. So that is the middle one. So we kind of would like to have you kind of here. So that will give you not access to sewage. Ooh. Hello there. How is it going? Oh, it's going quite fine. Thanks for asking. And yourself? Hope you're also having a most excellent day. We're trying to get the middle mouse button to work, which is super frustrating. I hate when this happens. There is like a way to kind of unglitch the middle mouse button. Okay, there we go. Because I use the middle mouse button to kind of pan around like this. For some reason. And it did the same thing with the other mouse that I had. And it also did the same thing with the Razer Naga mouse I had. Now, I still have them, but they're not super duper good, I would say. Yeah, this is going to be one of those streams where everything is going to crash and burn, isn't it? Yeah, you see kind of how it stops while I'm trying to do this? Like, so frustrating. You have no idea. But we're just gonna have to... do we want to have it maybe in this direction, maybe? So we are gonna need to have a... We're gonna need to have a okay, this is gonna be very, very annoying. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be opening up the mouse, perform like a live fix of the mouse. Maybe it works. Like, my guess, it's my mouse is full of cat hair. I mean, that could potentially be something that might happen. And a trusty little screwdriver here. And when I say little, it's little. Alright, get the screws out. I don't recommend anybody doing that because it kind of breaks the warranty if you have that on your mouse. But it is a common issue with these mouses. I think it's pretty average. Yeah, the thing is, I'm kind of addicted to having the numpad keys on the side. So, I only know like 2 that has it, which is kind of semi-alright standard, and that is the Razer Naga mouse and the Scimitar. I've actually been more happy with the Scimitar mouse. The previous 2 Razer Naga mouses that I had to I basically had to there we go. Did something break? Oh, look at that cat hair. Oh my gosh. GD Catski. There is like 7 cats worth of cat hair in this. It had something to do with the issue. Just we can remove some of it. Alright, let me mute here while I blow in the mouse here. right. Now we just need to get everything back in place. Let's see a little bit more cat hair in here. All the joys of having a cat. Right, if I ever need surgery, I hope I will get a surgeon that is a little bit more... what should we say? A little bit more... less brutal than I am. Alright, let's put the screws back in. Luckily there's only four that we need to get in there. It's kind of weird because I have like so many tools, and this screwdriver here, this tiny little screwdriver here, this is my most used tool ever. It's basically just for opening up my mouse and removing cat hair. Ugh. Little screw, I hear you fall on the table, on the floor. Okay. All right, let's see here. We need you to go in here and not on the floor. And do we have a lighter in here? Yes. So again, don't try this at home. So the little mouse pads that we kind of ripped off to get to the screws. Gonna be doing a little bit of... We're gonna warm them up a little bit so they stick a little bit better back to the mouse. Like so. Maybe. One of them. Kind also removes a little bit of the dirt. Two of them. And almost no glue left here. I might have to find some glue. What is the best distance from city? So what we did a test here the other day, didn't we? So we figured out, like, what was it, 28 or 27 tons of no, sorry, not tons, but 28 or from 27 to 30 meters per tons of gosh, it's all coming apart. Give me a second here. 30 meters per tons per year. Chemical plants is in here. So if it does pollute 65.20 tons per year, you take that and multiply that with 30. So 65.20 20 times 30. That is 1,956 meters. And you should be safe. Now, Bebo Joe did a little bit more of a deep dive than we did on his channel, so there should be a video on Bebo Joe's channel which you can watch, which kind of dives a little bit more deeper into the subject than what we did. Let's see. Okay, are we good here? No, but it's a little bit better. All right, I'll build a chemical in the sea. Wait, in the sea. People won't wait. What? All right, I'll build a chemical industry in the sea, so people won't suffocate. Sounds like a good idea. And now the mouse just became worse. Give me a second again. We'll get the IQ app up. I'm gonna have to check and see if there is some updates to the thing. Firmware update. We have the last version. Software updates automatically. Check for updates. No. Oh, I see. We have changed profiles. Oh, it didn't do us any favors. All right, where's the town? There it is. And this is still working. Okay, good. All right, let's continue. And I'm just going to have to struggle through this, I guess. Oh, so annoying. Might potentially have to buy a new mouse eventually. Give me a second. What if I warm it up on the underside here? Will that make any difference? Maybe. All right, a little bit better. A little bit better. We are... Oh, by the way, are these must be better fire trucks than the ones we have, right? So you can drive at 65 kilometers per hour, and you can drive at only 6 kilometers per hour. So I believe we'll switch these out. And you go in. Shite, there it is. There it is. Go in there. And you. And you go in here. So we have 2 of those here. Alright, fantastic. We need you to go here and do like that. We are currently working on that house. Oh, this is so frustrating. See how it kind of glitches when I'm panning? Super frustrating. How do you improve demographics? How do you improve demographics? I populate the people. In 5 years, and I have 4 births per year. Oh, there is several ways. Just make them happy and healthy. Fat and lazy. And you can also go in and do some research. You can increase or decrease birth rates here. Curious, maybe there's something that's wrong with the mouse. No, I'm just gonna struggle. All right. So we are currently making some cheat roads here to these. You should be able to go all the way up here. So theoretically, we didn't need a cheat road. Theoretically. I also wanted to check something real quick. The fire truck transportation. You are waiting until you're loaded. And waiting till you're loaded. I just was a little bit worried because I felt like there were so many of them in here. Speaking of, we're going to need one more. Going here. And then we have this system here, the end station here. I'm not 100% convinced that this is a good idea. I think we'll just wait with this until we kind of need to set up an end station. I think would be an excellent idea. So that theoretically means we don't need any of that for now. So the problem with the steam trains is they're gonna need coal and water, and we don't actually have that much to deliver stuff. But we were doing this, weren't we? So if we go underground, there should be a easy place for a So we're also gonna need. Use both of you. So if we follow that line here, mark out line here, and then we'll get a thing going in that direction. Why are you not snapping in here? We'll have to do something like that. But I kind of also would like to have this be a total square. It sounded rude, but... But it's not as rude as you think it is. Go to here. That is a total diagonal from here. So this road needs to go all the way down to here. And then we can also put in a little roundabout here, just for the sake of arguments. So let's do something like this. And something like that. Something like that. And move you. And then have you come up here. And then, I don't know, we will probably have something in that direction. So this should be a complete square. Which, again, it's not as rude as it sounds like. So basically, the campus ground is going to be here. We also going to need some mapping points in here. And then we're going to be probably have a roundabout footpath here. I'll have to wait with you. And then you come down here. And then we're going to be making the roundabout here. We'll have a snapping point here. Have a snapping point here. And we're probably going to need to have snapping points on all the tangents. So you go around here, into here. Gonna have to remove some of this. And I bet you it is this house here. Oh, you're already done. Okay. You go here and here. Next house. Yeah, people are growing way too quick. Way too quick. Okay, so this is actually perfect. Nice. It's almost perfect. It's actually good enough for me. And then you can come in there. You can come in here. You can go out here. And see the lines. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need a bunch of things here. Let's see, is this house built? Yeah. Did I tell you to build? Yeah, but you also need to notify me when you're done. So we have this, which is going to be Namaste! How are you doing today? The small headquarters. So we also kind of need to have the other university as well. We don't need to, but, you know, it would be nice to have it. Medical university. This is so incredibly big. Can we, by any chance, squeeze it in here? Or is that asking for too much? Okay, so if we get the medical university in here and squeeze it as close to here as possible, we're not going to be building any of this, but we're basically just going to make the campus ground medical university. It's so freaking big. And that is definitely off center, isn't it? Can I get this up again? Oh, I know what's off-centered. The whole roundabout. Shite. Means all of that needs to go. All of that needs to go. Can't have this be a thing, right? The entire roundabout needs to go. And and the majority of this needs to go. Okay, so that should be in the center now, right? Okay, so let's get the mapping points in here. Okay, and are we lucky this time as well? I would say yes. 100%, but it's good enough. It's it will fool the OCD. There we go. And then we want to have the medical university in here. This needs to be longer. Okay, now the question is, can we put the small headquarters in here? We can. We can't. We can't. Unless we make, I don't know, 2 of them? That could be a thing. So how do we reconcile this? What do you guys think? Any good suggestions? I spy with my little eye. A little cat ski coming our way. Oh, hi there. So we can fit it in here, but it's gonna look absolutely awful. I believe. I feel like it's too much. Because that means we're gonna have to have... If I do that, can I get you... Can get you to connect in here, but then, you know... But we could have... we could have done something like... that. And that, and then have you out here and out here. And then you come straight out here. So that means we have a connection on all sides. Yeah, Katsuki, you need to move your tail a little bit. I just cleaned the mouse with... I was full of cat hair. Yes. I'm not 100% feeling this. What do you guys think? Could you please move, Katsky? Good butt. Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all. The medical university we kind of don't need right away. That is kind of what I'm thinking. That is kind of what I'm thinking. So instead, let's use the headquarters. Have you up here. Good morning from the hot Netherlands. Is it hot down there? Oh, to be perfectly honest, it's hot here as well. But we still could do this, couldn't we? Although this is not good. We need to remove that line and have you in like that. And then we could have a path going straight across here. And then we could have, I don't know, some decorations here. 24. 23, that's good enough. It's a start. Yeah, it kind of is. Again, I can also wonder if we should just have you go straight down here, diagonally like that. $47. $46. Okay, so the reason why we're doing this, when it hits 12 a.m., then it will be 27 degrees Celsius. Oh gosh, that would have killed me. I think this is good enough. I'm so freaking annoyed by this mouse of mine. The middle mouse button keeps getting stuck. Give me a second again. All right. Is this gonna work? Maybe. I think we broke it. Where the heck did the mouse pointer go? Main profile. It still gets stuck. Ah, very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. But yeah, we could put the medical university somewhere else. That's fine. Right? Now, you have access to heat, eventually. You have access... don't have access to water or sewage. Perfect. Perfect. Now, we're going to need to have all of those here anyways. We are still working on removing some of this. We have... oh no, we haven't. We haven't removed all of this. We need a little bit more stuff. And this hasn't been a good day. good start on the day, but the mouse just dies on us. It's not great. What we could have done is do a little bit of upgrades here. Do we have any police things? No. Okay, police cars. Kim's or Gauze M1. Can drive 90 kilometers per hour, so I guess it's going to be the Gauze M1. Gauze M1, which means we can get police car and an ambulance, so let's do that. So look how, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna need make you storage. These cars. Which means we're gonna need to add in... Oh, shit, did I buy the wrong thing? Yeah, I did. Lol. Alright, there we go. Wait, can we also buy the... Oh, this is the police? Wait, is this... Oh, it's only 2,000. Okay. I'm kind of curious. Total value. So we could buy all of these if we like. But is there any of these that we actually need? Small container... No, but the gauze bus would probably be nice. And the gauze... We have that. Gauze snowplow, which is what? 10 kilometers per hour. Mm. Well, their blueprints are cheap, that's for sure. So we want to do police next. So let's do a police car. And then we'll do 5 of these. Okay. And then we're also going to need to get a covered... No, sorry, an open hole. I said an open hole, thank you. And we'll... Right, you can be first. And then we'll also start working on the next line here. And we could probably speed up time a little bit. And did anybody move in here? Because we haven't finished the building yet. Lol. LOL. While we wait, actually, we could be here. Okay, so we have like a tiny little plan of what's going to happen here, right? Except for this one is the wrong way. Small heat exchanger. Yeah, we also get rid of one, please. There we go. And then we want to have 3 heating pipes. How do we want to do this? Do that. So that is going to be the input, right? So that means we're going to need... two of these to come down here on the main road. Can we get the road back in here? This is actually too easy. So you're gonna go... Oh, no. We need one more underneath here. And then we need to remove you. And then you need to come in here. Now you should be able to... No, wait, what? Like so. That looks awful, doesn't it? Is that the best angle we can get in here? Yes, and the reason is the silly road. It's just gonna have to be like that. Okay. Then we'll remove you. And the other one is gonna be kind of similar. Should be able to go out here. And then can we get you from here? To here. Alright, we're playing the OCD game, folks. So if I take you up like so, and have you up like so, then... Ooh. Do that. Like that. And like that. And then I can remove that. Okay, so that means we just need to have this be connected into here. And we also had a whole bunch of things that we need to look at here. Can we... Please, cats, don't roll over the keyboard. Thank you. You. Okay. And we'll just start with another building here. Also, what temperature is minus bajillion? So let's see how the heat is actually doing at the moment. 16, 15 degrees here. It's a little bit on the cold side. Actually, it's very on the cold side. It is doable. Might lose a little bit of happiness. This is definitely going to lose a little bit of happiness due to, well, they're prisoners. They shouldn't be happy, right? Also, how are we doing here? We did make this one. Okay. Then we'll take you. And let me get this up to a high priority, please. Oh, hello there, Rami. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So we'll get the road here done, hopefully. Let's hope. For some reason, we are losing a lot of money at the moment. Welcome, Robbie. Yes. Alright, so we're gonna be telling you to load up. Okay, so if this is new to you, this is basically how we get a circulation of vehicles in our storage. Basically, that means that we're never going to have any vehicles that is going to sit here and be old. They might be old, but that's basically because we're not making enough vehicles. So we'll just see how this pans out. You're going to sit here. You're going to be picking up police cars. Police cars, right? Have we made any police cars? No, not yet. Okay, and you're going to wait until you are done. So it's going to sit here and wait until he is full, and then it's going to go down to this one, where he's going to be unloading police cars in the police storage. Then he's going to go all the way up here and also unload. So if this storage is full, that means that the truck will go up here and unload the police cars. Well, 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 hello and good morning. From 50 temperature exactly, Iraq. Oh gosh, I don't think I would have survived that. I think we have like around 20 degrees here in Norway, and it's bad. Not good out for this. So when we are done here, we should be going back and do this again. So that means we have sent one shipment in here to storage, right? And then we're going to be doing that one more time. So we're going to be sending 2 shipments of police cars into storage. And then if this is full, we'll dump it over here. So now we have, well, it's better than what is coming to be around 1,000 degrees somewhere. I don't know. Sounds hot. Somewhere. I don't know. I think you are thinking of the neighbor country. Okay, so now we have delivered 2 shipments of police cars down here. Drinking hot tea. Sit in front of the sunshine and watch you. Must you seem and a big lover of Iraq? How would that be? I have closest I've ever been to Iraq has been I don't know, Bosnia maybe. I'm just trying to think. 1,000 degrees Celsius. I got it. Where were we? Oh yeah, okay. So we have delivered 2 shipments of police cars down here. I mean Yugoslavia, yeah, previous Yugoslavia. I think that's the closest I've been to Iraq. Just gonna have to think, because I traveled to India once. We were up in Moscow. We landed in Moscow and traveled from Moscow to New Delhi from Oslo. But I think Moscow is so far up north that yeah, Yugoslavia might be a little bit closer. Could also have been in Spain, in Mallorca, perhaps. No, Mallorca is not. No, Yugoslavia is closer, right? Actually, I love grand strategy games like Hearts of Iron 4, but I didn't see this game before. What it's about? It's a city builder. It's a very complex city builder. It is potentially, I would say, in my opinion, the best city builder there is. So if you like games like, for example, City Skylines, for example, that game has nothing towards this game here. So it is basically, you're building a city. You have to make sure that your citizens are happy. They don't die of frostbite. They don't freeze to death. They don't drown in their own sewage. You just have to supply them with water, food, clothing, entertainment, justice. Make sure that the criminals are being put in prison. You have to give them an education system, electricity. It's super complex. So at the moment it is minus 37 degrees Celsius here, so it's a little bit cold. And we're kind of looking at the indoor temperature here. So basically inside here, if this drops below 15, people are going to be like, oh, gosh, this is cold. Why do we even work for the government? And then, you know, their average productivity goes down. And I think I will be a fan of this game because I like Tropical 6. Yes, you have all the dictator-ish kind of feel playing this game here. So basically, if you know, don't feed them, well, of course they will not complain for long, but they will complain a little bit, and then they will complain. It's a super complex thing. It's a bit cold. Yeah, it's kind of like a Norwegian summer. It's not that bad. Luckily, I live in the south of Norway, so we have like decent temperatures here. So we're gonna go back, pick up a shipment of police cars, and then send them up here. Oh wait, did we do this the wrong way? Yes. Gonna load up police cars here, and then send them back. Unload. There we go. So that means we're gonna have a rotation in the vehicles that we are storing, so they just don't sit and rust. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same when you said it was like, what, 50 degrees Celsius? Yeah, I'm not cut out for hot weather. There we go. Also, the buildings. So you of course can play the game quite easy mode. But if you look at the buildings, let's say we would like to buy a little grocery kiosk, right? So let's say we would like to have a little grocery kiosk here. It needs a road connection, but it also needs work days. So we need to supply it with workers. We need to supply it with concrete. We need to supply it with gravel. We need to supply it with asphalt. And let's say concrete, for example, which seems like a very easy thing to do, right? You also have to supply it with bricks, boards, steel, just, you know, for a little bit. But for concrete, for example, you're going to need gravel. So you're going to have to find a spot on the map where you can actually dig out gravel. You could theoretically also just buy it from the border here, where they can buy everything, the custom house here. And then you have to transport it with vehicles from here over here. So that's the gravel. Oh my gosh, there. That's the gravel. And then we get to the concrete. Concrete, if you're going to make your own concrete, you have to make a cement plant, which will require coal and gravel to make cement. And of course, it's a big building and quite expensive. And then you have to put the cement and gravel and water and a lot of electricity to make concrete. And then you have to move the concrete in a different vehicle from... So it gets really complicated really quick. But you can play the game as you like. There are easier settings in the game. You can just, you know, purchase this for money if you like. But we are not playing with this, so we are basically building up everything. Everything you see here we have built from scratch, kind of, maybe. We bought all the resources from the custom house. Yeah. What were we doing? I completely forget. I get so easily distracted. Let's see. We would like to get police cars, and we also would like to look at this. And we're going to rename this route transport police cars, just so we kind of know. So while they are making whatever we are making here, he will just sit here and wait until it's full, and then we'll go and drop off the police cars here. Gulgarovsky, how are you doing today? Wait, were there no farts? I didn't hear a fart noise. There we go. I'll give you a manual fart. There we go. Well, I'm doing fine. I'm having a little bit of an issue with the mouse, which is super duper annoying. So basically the middle mouse button doesn't always function. We had to open it on stream, pull out like 7 tons of cat hair. Yeah, it's very frustrating. So what are we actually doing? I've completely forgotten. We were looking at all the messages. Research. Let's do pollution filters next. That's kind of what my plan was. Anybody live here yet? Nope. But we also need to paint these. Make sure that they have a decent color. Is that correct? Nope. There we go. The color is just for aesthetics, but you know. And then we wanted to get heat from here, transported all the way out here, and I think to shorten the distance, I really like how you play these types of games. Like me, I just made us chill and relax. That's good. So if we go diagonally from here. Now, of course, it's winter, so we can't kind of see the grid. So let's pause here for a second and just remove some snow. And we'll get a proper diagonal here. Is this going to be problematic? It probably will. Bye-bye, Katsky. The bridge is, of course, going to be a problem. What if we instead do that? Game is a little bit fiddly sometimes, but we will survive, maybe. What if I just do that? So we have done something silly here, because this should have been... Yeah, we have really done something silly here. What did we do wrong here? Underground. Actually, I don't know. But there's definitely something wrong here. Did that? No. There we go. Just gonna cheese it a little bit. And then we'll use this pipe here, because this can only take out 300 cubic meters of hot water. And then we'll have... You're coming out to about here. There we go. And there we go. Let's also do that. Wasn't there another junction here somewhere? Nope. Okay, so that means... How long is this pipe? I feel like it's very long. It's about 800 meters, plus all of this. I bet you this area here is going to be really cold. Okay, so we have the police cars in there, right? We don't actually have a speed up while we build last vehicle here. There we go. And then we'll add in the ambulance. Do we have multiple of them? No, we just have the one ambulance, and then we'll add in 5 of these, because these are going to be the money makers. Police... No, personal cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, winter seems to be coming down. It's not like 40s. You know, it should be fine. Okay. But we also wanted sewage and water and electricity in here. So let's start working on that. So we'll take an underground cable. And I think we'll... Do we want to give this its own... Of course we do. Now this is 12 megavolts. Well, we don't need 12 megavolts, do we? I mean, if we look at how much power we're using in total, where's power? There we go. We're using just like 1 megawatt in total. And that is for all of this. and all of that. So maybe a 5-volt wire should be enough. Really not acceptable. Looks a little bit better, if you ask me. I know. Why are we making this look nice underground? It's an excellent question. Sadly, I don't have the answer for. You need to be removed. And then we need to have a transformer here somewhere. Where did we put our fire truck? I mean, we have a fire truck right here, so it should be fine. Now the question is... I think we'll use the 12 megavolt wire after all, as we could... Come on, where you at? As we can use the 12 and continue the power lines this way. Like so, and then we'll put that into a switch, high voltage switch. Like so. And then we'll dip on the ground again. And then we'll basically just do that. We have some nice straight and diagonal lines here, which is all that I ever wanted. Okay, so this needs to go. This is going to be hidden when it's built. But then we're going to need to send that into a transformer. About here, and then we can use a 5 megawatts in here. I don't think we ever made any substations here. No, so we're gonna need to take the low voltage from here and distribute it out. Sorry, there was a Norwegian words trying to slip out there. We will take some substations. We're probably gonna need at least 3 of them. Like so. Kind of, maybe, hopefully. I don't like having them here, but okay. So that's going to be the 3 substations. That means we can deliver... it is 1.8 times 3. It's going to be enough, right? Ooh, this is going to be funny. Okay, we're gonna have to make some... We're gonna have to make some cuts in the road here. Maybe even more. Means we also have to cut the footpath. Low voltage. So we want to have at least 3 wires here, right? Is 1 connected, and then this one is going to go up here. Is that going to be a problem? Of course it is. So gonna regret doing this, but okay. So gonna regret this. We also gonna need to... Yeah, you're gonna be this one, right? So you need to come out here. Then we need to make a little insertion here. And we need to also remove the road here, because that is in the way. Wish there was a better way of doing this, but the game is a little bit fiddly. Okay. Then we'll put the road back in, which we can't because there is a footpath in the way now. So let's get you in here. You. Try that again, shall we? Is there no napping points here? Like so. And we also had this thing here. To be connected back. Okie dokie. And then this guy here. So that probably means we're going to need to add in a 4th one for this to land on. So would we be able to just do this? Yes. Perfect. And then we'll make a little insertion here. Have you coming in here. But again, more roads need to be removed. I'm off to the wood shop. Have fun. See you later. All right, enjoy your wood shop, Mr. Hi. And thank you for spending some time with us today. There we go. So now we have connected all up to a main bus line here, which is absolutely not necessary, but here we are. So you can go in here. You can go in here. No? Of course not. So why is that? If I do that, could you... Okay, and thus problem commences. And the cats start to complain about something. What is it, Katsky? What is it? You're gonna stress me out today as well? Wasn't yesterday enough? Obviously not. There we go. Now this is not correct, so you're basically gonna have to rethink this a little bit. So you're gonna go up to here, and you don't want to do that because why? You are kinda good enough, I would say. And then you come down to about here and go in here. Alright, so now the cat have activated it. Attention siren. The everything is alright as soon as I get all the attention. Alarm, isn't that right, Katsky? Yeah, you can come up here and say hi to the chat. Say hi. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, there is actually a little bit of road here. Might be the problem. Like so, and this one we can just remove. Okay, so that means we have now... Yes. Hugsies. Yep, good. Hug to you too, my friend. One day, Katsky, you need to learn that I don't like having your butt up in my face like that. That day is not going to be today, is it? No. Katsky, no, don't. Is that what we want? Kinda, because this goes down to the university, so maybe. Yeah, are we not done yet? No. Okay. More hugsies. Okay. And don't sleep on the keyboard, cat. Okay, are we done? I think we're done. right? Okay, so if the stream all of a sudden starts to make weird noises, it's just a cat that is pressing all the keys on the keyboard. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to remove all of those footpaths. You're gonna need a snapping point. Oh, we're gonna need to remove more here. Okay, have we fixed all the damage we did? No. No, we didn't. Remember those heating pipes? Oh, gosh. Alright. Where is the... Okay, so you are... the one underneath here. Is that not going to be a thing? Ready, please. Okay, if it's not good enough, it's not good enough. No, I'm thinking in reverse here. Right. Yeah, I'm thinking in reverse. You need to disappear. And you need to not quite disappear, but almost disappear. Then you need to come down here. Okay, perfect. And then same with you. You need to almost disappear. Then come down. Here, and then you need to totally disappear. Okie dokie. We now have hopefully heat and hopefully power. So now we also need to think of electricity. No, sorry, water and sewage. That's what we need. But are we done here? Yes. Did we also transport police trucks? Yeah. We also want to do ambulances. And we already have a vehicle designated for that. And then this is going to be fire trucks, covered halls, police cars, and ambulances. Storage. Right. And then you disappeared. It's fine. So you're gonna... Excuse me. You need to go all the way back to here first. You're gonna go here. You're gonna load up. Wait until you're full with ambulances. Then you're gonna go and drop them in the ambulance storage. Go and drop them off here. Then you're gonna go back here. Load up ambulances. Then you're gonna drop them off here. And here. And then you're gonna go back here and you're gonna be loading up ambulances and offloading ambulances. And you can start, and then we can rename this. Okay, we're just gonna have to. Yep. There we go. Make it nice and easy to see. Water should not be a problem whatsoever, because we have water coming in here, which we should be able to just pump in here. Now we're probably going to be splitting this water up in several other. So we're going to be making a water pump here. This is going to be such a problem, isn't it? Okay, so the water pipe is going to come in here. We're of course going to use big pipe. Is it this one who is? Actually, this one. But let's bring you. To here. And you're gonna go straight in here, and then we'll probably next time we build a city, we're probably gonna have to make sure that we make new water. You know, the little bit here that we could have fixed. Water. So we're gonna have to make sure that this is also covered. So let's make, I think 2 substations here should be enough. So you can deliver water to basically half of the city and that one. Good. Another thing we need to think of is sewage, because I think we are in a uphill battle here. Is this just going to work? Perfect. Give that. Then we'll have one somewhere out here, just to cover the rest of it. So that is all the water, and if we absolutely need to, we could expand the water out here. Alright, now for the sewage, which I do believe is going to be our biggest problem. This is going to be a cold area. 184. Also, is there a reason we haven't demolished this one yet? We're starting to build up a couple of fire trucks and a couple of open holes. Speaking of open holes, I wonder if we should replace the Russell bolt. Max speed 31 kilometers per hour. That is not the vehicle storage. That is. So we'll replace 2 of those. And these can drive at 40 kilometers per hour, and they can carry... Oh, I guess we'll see. Can we speed up so we can get them in here? Is that it? Yeah. Can cover 4 tons. While a Rosa bolt can carry 2.5 tons. So we can carry a lot more food, which is good. Let's deliver the food first. There we go. Then you go here. Then we'll take... Nope, not the fire trucks. These, and give those up here. Probably people living here now, 4 of them. Excellent. Excellent. You guys go down here. And if this is full, which it might or might not be. Oh, you're also done. You have people in it. Nice. So let's give you a little bit of paint job here. Like so. And we'll just keep building up. New buildings. We must grow. We have almost 2,000 people in our republic now. Which is actually a good thing. Okay, so do we have everything we need to deliver food and such in here? No, sewage. My main nemesis. A cat, please. So underground again. And let me just use this measuring tool here as a way of kind of figuring out where we want to have certain things. I believe we could have a sewage switch here, pointing in that direction. Or maybe here, pointing downwards and then go in. I also would like to have an extra here. Like so. So we can have like a main line coming in here. Right. Oh, it just works. No pumps or elevation stuff needed. But I do think here we're gonna need to have some stuff happening. So let's find a good spot for you. Can we just pop you in here? Yeah. Oh, sometimes it just works. So, what do we reach here? Not very much. So we're probably going to need to have one up here somewhere. Like so. What is it, Katsky? You have food and water and toys and everything you need. I don't know what it is you're meowing for. So he's a little bit fat. So I kind of don't want to give him any treats or anything like that. Okay, so we are going to need to add in a pump here. If we figure out the height difference, because we can't use like a natural flow. So 12 point something meters, and so just one little pump here should be all that we need. So if we plop you in, maybe not, this is a little bit too short. Oh, it's fine. And then you're gonna come in here. Like so. So that means we have everything covered here. And let's also take a little look at what we have planned here so far. Our university campus. Our little extra awkward little housing section. And you should now have access to all of that. That, and even power. Excellent. Yeah, I think that should be good. Now, before we build all of this, I kind of would like to make all of this into all these gravel roads. Little dirt road here. We've gotten any Oh yeah, we started something else down here, didn't we? I don't understand why. Oh yeah, but I think I know. Let's just see if we are lucky. Yes, we are lucky. Let's make sure we have the lamps on the same side. And then I think we'll make all of these roads into gravel roads in the beginning. Yes, Gatsby, I hear you. Very meowy today. Theoretically, we could just do all of this, couldn't we? Yes, we could. Let's do that as well. Don't need workers here. Can we just do it? Because if we do it like that, then we might accidentally activate some stuff that we don't want to activate. Where's the fire trucks? There they are. Good job. Let's also see how things are going down in the justice system here. We do have nobody, all the cases has been dealt with, which is nice, but here is potentially where the problem could happen. It's good for now. Yeah. We're gonna get quite a few people out of that, I would imagine.